Kel, who've you got with you?
The goal scorer, isn't it? The goal scorer, isn't it?
Not bad at all. Tell us about your first goal, Abdul.
I can't even explain how I'm feeling right now. Yeah. But Kelly always tell me to score, so I score.
Congratulations, yeah? Congrats.
Yes, that was ABDUL, FATAWU, Issahaku, and Kelechi Iheanacho. There, after FATAWU got his very first goal for Leicester City in their 3-1 win over Swansea City. We'll talk about him today, and a great feat for him, a great goal for him as he opened an account on loan at Leicester City. We're also going to talk about ACCRA, whose woes are continuing. The coach of the side is blaming the Black Stars' problems on why ACCRA are struggling after they drew blanks versus Samatex once again here in the Ghana Premier League match day 6. We'll have a look at all that today, but as usual, subscribe if you have not. Click on the notification bell to get more updates. Our football merch links are in the description. I'll pin it as the first comment here. The merch goes a long way to help us get to the upcoming African Cup of Nations. You can support us as well by sending us an email on sellssi@gmail.com. The links to that email address are all in the description. We'll jump right into it and start off from the camp of ABDUL FATAWU Issahaku, who grabbed his very first goal for his club side, Leicester City. In that opening video there, you saw him expressing how excited he was after getting his very first goal, along with Kelechi Iheanacho. Nigeria-Ghana friendship there being displayed in full view. The Ghana youngster found the back of the net for the first time this season, playing a pivotal role in Leicester City's 3-1 triumph over Swansea City in the English Championship on Saturday. Swansea initially took the lead, and with Matt Grimes striking the opening goal in the 20th minute. However, Leicester City bounced back as Yannick Vestergaard managed to equalize in the 44th minute. The standout moment of the match came when FATAWU Issahaku unleashed a powerful shot, slotting home a crucial goal in the 63rd minute, restoring the lead for the Foxes. Kelechi Iheanacho sealed the victory with an additional goal in the 87th minute. Issahaku's impressive form has been on full display since his loan move to Leicester City from the Portuguese side Sporting, and great to see him opening his account. A goal does a lot of things for a player, and confidence is one of them. I'm excited to see him find the back of the net. We hope this spurs him on to do more for his club side. He's on loan from Sporting, and hopefully Leicester might see him as important enough to maintain this loan move, making it a permanent one. So we hope that FATAWU Issahaku does get the chance to stay with his current club side in Leicester City after finding the back of the net. He was excited by that. It was a layoff from Wilfred Ndidi after the cross came in, and then he slotted it into the back of the net. If you've not seen it, I'll leave a link to it also in the description for you to go watch it. Unfortunately, copyright issues will not allow me to post the goal here, but great to see FATAWU Issahaku get onto the back of the net and show us what he is capable of for Leicester City in scoring. I'll move on to my next story, and before we get into the Hearts of Oak news about the coach, Thomas Partey was not a feature for his club side Arsenal as they salvaged a draw after Chelsea took a 2-0 lead in that London derby. And Thomas Partey and his Arsenal side had to fight back. Arsenal struggled as the Ghanaian did not play a part. A lot of fans were asking questions. What's the issue with Partey? The fans questioned Arteta's decision to play Jorginho ahead of Partey, who they believe makes the team better. Partey was an unused substitute in the London derby that ended 2-2 draw, with Arsenal coming for 2 goals behind. The Ghanaian has yet to start for Arsenal since returning from injury. The former Atletico Madrid man has played 15 minutes since returning from his long injury. Despite Partey not getting minutes, Declan Rice and Leandro Trossard scored vital goals to ensure Arsenal came back from a 2 goals down and maintained their unbeaten record. Cole Palmer and Mikhailo Mudryk had given Chelsea a 2-0 lead, but the Blues did not hold on strongly enough. Following the draw, Arsenal have now tied at the top of the table with Manchester City on 21 points. And fast when questioning, don't understand why Arteta started with Jorginho, especially with this match. I always start Partey ahead of him. We seriously need Thomas Partey, but no, Arteta won't take Odegaard off. We would have been controlling the game and putting pressure on Chelsea for the third goal if Partey was in the game. When Arteta overthinks, it genuinely has to be the worst thing ever as Arsenal fan. Partey played 45 and 65 minutes during the break, and you're telling me he can't get 30 minutes to replace Jorginho? Clearly, Arsenal fans are missing the man. I also don't see why we don't see Partey, Rice, Odegaard. It's not going to make Arsenal worse. That was from Darren Bent. Arteta starting Jorginho over fully fit Partey is one of the useless decisions he has ever made in his coaching career. Arsenal clearly missed Thomas Partey in that midfield. Gallagher, Enzo, Caicedo, cooking Jorginho and Declan Rice. If Chelsea wins this game, it's all on that Arteta. And they did not win the game, but they did not lose the game. Arsenal did not lose the game, but they did not win it either, and they would have wanted to win it to go on top of the Premier League table. Manchester City are back on top after they won their game 2-1 versus Brighton. Erling Haaland and Julian Alvarez were the goals for the citizens. Partey's absence being called into question by a lot of Arsenal fans on social media. And what's the issue with Arteta and Partey? Your guess is as good as mine, but hopefully it is from a tactical point of view. Partey was injured for a while. He doesn't want to exacerbate that injury or something. Let's see what happens in subsequent games, but probably that could have cost them the point here today. My next and final story has to do with Accra Hearts-of-Oak, who are struggling currently in the Ghana Premier League. Accra Hearts-of-Oak share the spoils, drew blanks versus Samatex, and their coach had this bit to say about why his team did not find the back of the net versus Samatex. He said, "I am not the problem." That's interesting. You are the head coach. You make the decisions. You make the selections. It's a national issue. It's a national issue, he said. Even the Black Stars don't have wingers and strikers to score goals. So what do you expect me as Hearts-of-Oak coach to do? Even Black Stars, who has the chance or opportunity to select from players who have Ghanaian descent playing across the world, don't have good wingers and strikers to score goals. So how do you now blame me to select from a team like Accra Hearts-of-Oak, which is a local team with very limited resources? A genuine question the coach of Accra Hearts-of-Oak is posing to Hearts-of-Oak fans. Do you think he has a point? I always feel the back end to the manager. I always also feel that here in Ghana, we are limited in terms of resources, for players to train well and reach their full potential. So he might have a point, but he was brought in as the coach to do a job. And if that job is not going well and you feel that it's a national problem which is beyond you, I think the only right thing to do would be to step down. Let me know what you think in the comments box. Do you agree with him? Is it a correct excuse to give as the head coach of Accra Hearts-of-Oak? Share your 2 cents in the comments. So that's been it for today. Issahaku excited after scoring his very first goal. Also talking to you about Thomas Partey's absence, angering some fans of Arsenal. And the Hearts-of-Oak coach says it's a national issue. That is why his Hearts-of-Oak side are struggling. He is not the problem. I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a great evening.